Hello everyone, I am Sampath De and today we are going to discuss Elizabeth Barrett Browning's famous sonnet, If Thou Must Love Me. Elizabeth Barrett Browning was a major woman poet in the Victorian era of English literature. She is perhaps best known for her Sonnets from the Portuguese, which is a collection of 44 love sonnets published in 1850. If Thou Must Love Me is sonnet number 14 of the collection that expresses her deep love for her future husband, Robert Browning, who himself was a renowned Victorian poet. First of all, let me go through the poem once and then I would give line-by-line description of the poem. If Thou Must Love Me by Elizabeth Barrett Browning. If thou must love me, let it be for naught except for love's sake only. Do not say I love her for her smile, her look, her way of speaking gently, for a trick of thought that falls in well with mine, and certes brought a sense of pleasant ease on such a day. For these things in themselves, beloved, may be changed, or changed for thee, and love so wrought may be unwrought so. Neither love me for thine own dear pities wiping my cheeks dry. A creature might forget to weep, who bore thy comfort long, and lose thy love thereby. But love me for love's sake, that evermore thou mayest love on, through love's eternity. So now, before starting with the line-by-line description of the poem, I'd like to mention to you that the speaker of the poem is Elizabeth Barrett Browning, and the poem is most probably addressed to her lover, Robert Browning. If thou must love me. If thou must love me, let it be for naught, except for love's sake only. Here, the poet wants to tell her lover, if thou must love me, if you must love me, let it be for naught. So here naught means nothing, except for love's sake only. The speaker wants to tell her lover not to love her for any particular reason. Rather, she wants her lover to love her for the sake of love only. She tells her lover not to find any reasons for loving her. Do not say I love her for her smile, her look, her way of speaking gently. She tells her lover not to say that he loves her for her smile or for her looks. She also tells him not to love her for the way she speaks or her pleasant voice. She does not want to be loved for any physical characteristics, as these things are temporary and will fade away with the passage of time. For a trick of thought that falls in well with mine, and certes brought a sense of pleasant ease on such a day. For a trick of thought means for a particular way of thinking that falls in well, which means that matches with mine. And certes means certainly, brought a sense of pleasant ease, here means comfort, a sense of comfort on such a day. So, she tells her lover not to love her for a particular way of thinking that matches with hers, and that certainly brought a sense of comfort on a particular day. So when our thoughts match, then we feel that we are made for each other. But there might be some days when our thoughts will not match. And on that day, if we love someone based on the fact that our thoughts matched on a particular day, then our love will no longer exist when our thoughts will not match. She asks Robert not to love her for the qualities which certainly gives him a sense of comfort on a particular day. For these things in themselves, beloved, may be changed, or changed for thee, and love so wrought may be unwrought so. For these things, here these things refers to the physical attributes, to the superficial qualities like smile, beauty. So for these things in themselves, all these superficial qualities in themselves, beloved means she is addressing her lover, most probably Robert Browning, may be changed. These superficial qualities may be changed with the passage of time, or change for thee, or your tastes may change. You may no longer like these superficial qualities. So either these superficial qualities will change, or your way of looking at these superficial qualities will change. It is often the case that the thing that we like today, we do not like it maybe a year or 2 years later. So the poet says that either these qualities will change or your tastes may change. You may no longer like my smile, no longer like my looks. You may find someone with a better smile, with a better look, and then you may like her. And love so wrought, and love that is formed on these superficial qualities, may be unwrought so, may be unformed so. If our love is formed out of the superficial qualities, then with the change of these superficial qualities or with the change of our taste, our love will also be unformed or unshaped. Here wrought means shaped or formed. So a love that is based on superficial qualities will have no value when these changeable qualities fade away. Neither love me for thine own dear, pity is wiping my cheeks dry. She further tells her lover not to love her, for thine own dear pity is wiping my cheeks dry. Here thine means your, own dear pity refers to the pity that her lover felt for her, whereas wiping my cheeks dry refers to the act of wiping off tears from somebody's cheeks. So she tells her lover not to love her out of pity. In this context, I must mention that Elizabeth had to battle with illness, which the medical science of the time was unable to diagnose. She had intense head and spinal pain with the loss of mobility. A creature might forget to weep, who bore thy comfort long, and lose thy love thereby. A creature might forget to weep under the comfort and love of yours. She tells her lover not to love her because she needs to be loved. According to her, if her lover loves her out of pity, then a day might come when the poet, under the comfort and support of her lover, will have no reasons to cry. And on that day, her lover will have no reasons to pity her, rather love her. So, the love that is based on pity would wither away. Now, in this context, the usage of the word creature has a very deep meaning. The poet compares herself to a whimpering dog or a flopping bird that at once invoke human pity. She refuses to be considered inferior as she is a woman who needs to be loved by her lover. She demands equal status. She does not want to be loved out of pity, but for what she is, a human being. But love me for love's sake, that evermore thou mayest love on through love's eternity. She tells again to her lover that her lover should love her for the sake of love only, that evermore thou mayest love on. If a lover loves her without any reason, then only their love will increase day by day. Otherwise, with the fading of those reasons, their love will also decrease. Through love's eternity, here eternity means a time without end. So if a lover loves her without any superficial reasons, then their love will stand the test of time. Their love will become immortal. I just hope that you guys have understood the poem, and if you still have any problems, feel free to ask me by commenting in the comments box. If you liked my video, please spare a second to press the like button. Thank you guys. Take care.